Greetings, Goddess, Body, Mind, Spirit community. This is your Goddess Guru, Tyra Omilade, here to share a word of inspiration with you on your path to self-realization and self-mastery. Today is April the 3rd, 2019. I want to talk about something that I've caught wind of on YouTube. It so reminds me of the Doreen Virtue situation. And I now see why I just do not vibe Hay House. I haven't vibed Hay House for a good long while. Recently, I sort of reconnected with it because the guy that makes the Tut, T-U-T, or Notes from the Universe, has partnered up with Hay House to do some stuff, some of his work. And he's always sort of been with Hay House. I can't think of his name right now. I'm just so tired. So no disrespect, because I love that dude. But typically, I don't have anything to do with Hay House. I just feel like Hay House charges way too much money. And I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. If I don't see me, when I say see me, I mean if I don't see some brown people, I'm talking multiple. It don't just have to be Afro. I'll take any level of brown. Then that just is telling me something. One of the things that I'm going to mention is somebody talked about light washing. Well, no, that would not be the same thing. But I don't know. It's just something about Hay House. It has not rubbed me the right way. And it's like some of the controversies that I see coming up are related to folks that's connected to Hay House. So people are talking about how Hay House is about that cha-ching churn. And so they put pressure on these people to churn out whatever. And in this particular case, it's these oracle decks. And so what happened was I saw a video. I was driving home from visiting my dad in Mississippi, and I was just like, you know what, I'm bored. I'm just going to look at this video. I don't know who Colette Barrow is. I don't buy oracle decks from Hay House, and I don't buy oracle decks in general. I did not know that there's people who collect oracle decks. One lady was like, "Oh, I probably have like 100." I'm like, 100 oracle decks? Okay. And I do see how sometimes the psychics will use oracle decks. They're like, "I'm using this deck today," and it's like a different deck. I'm like, really? But this woman is talking about, her name is Anjali. I can't think of Anjali's last name. Angali. You will find her. And on her video, it says, the Goddess Oracle deck is a scam. She was a student of Colette Barrow. And what really ticked her off was the fact that, so this Anjali lady is Indian. This woman was raised up in Hindu culture. I mean, when you look at her, you're like, yeah, she's Indian. So let's just say if there's an expert, it might well be this lady versus her former teacher, Colette Barrow, who had done a reading for her. And Kalima, the goddess Kali, came through and really spoke powerfully. Like when you hear the reading that this woman played, I was like, that reading sounded on point. It was very positive, and I could see that being that lady's reading, and it was from Kali. And in the reading, Colette is like, I don't know anything about this. I don't really talk like this. I don't know anything. That was in August of, 2017, 2018. It was August. By October, Colette's got a Goddess Oracle deck out. It's a whole thing that this woman, Anjali, unfolds. But what really kind of set her off is hearing Colette Barrow talk about how somebody told her, because Colette Barrow was trying to find out what next Oracle deck am I going to put out. So what I found out in watching multiple videos is like Hay House, it sounds like, is like, hey, when you going to put out your next Oracle deck? It's not like it's channeled necessarily. This is part of the reason that Doreen Virtue, to me, is such a problem. She was just creating product and not connected to it, is what a lot of people said. So This woman is trying to figure out what she's going to do. She comes up with some idea to put out this oracle deck that represents all the women. And she makes Kylie allegedly look beautiful. Now, I don't really know if this is what really tore Anjali away from Colette. This is what made her realize this woman is a complete fraud. I guess it is, because she starts trying to get in touch with Colette, like, you're not representing Kali Ma correctly. There is meaning in the symbology of the way she is portrayed from the Hindu tradition. Why are you making her beautiful? Because Colette said some psychic told her to make Kali wants to be beautiful in your deck, If y'all listen to Anjali talk about, now you do have to sort of get to the end of the video and hear her talk about the symbolism of that Kali. That's my understanding of Kali. She's fierce. She's going to take good care of you. And she is an aspect of the goddess. She has, of the goddess Shakti, the Shakti energy. And she has, Parvati is the allegedly beautiful. And I say allegedly because I think Kali is beautiful. But she's the beautiful version, the more gentle, maybe more like an Oshun version versus an Oya version of the Shakti goddess energy. And so Colette has blacklisted her, blocked her, all that kind of good stuff. And she's basically selling an oracle deck that I don't listen to. I didn't listen to all the reviews. I guess some people love it. There's the artist and the artist's artwork on that deck and some other decks that people really love. And so one of the ladies who was talking about this situation mentioned most people aren't even caring. They're not paying attention to who is making these decks, like, is this a real teacher or anything? It's a multiple number of reasons, and a lot of people are going on and on about the artwork, which I really only saw Kali, and Kali doesn't look anything like the Kali that we know. So that's the backstory on this thing, and it just made me, first of all, sort of think about how that same thing that I talked about with Doreen Virtue, and that is, I believe in teachers. I really do. I believe in having a guide. I enjoy it personally, But I don't know. Maybe because of my nature. I mean, there should be some tests that people are passing. Like when you hear Anjali talk about the way these people revere this Colette lady, I remember my teachers would say, we seek no followers, So it's just another lesson in how we really and truly need to, teachers should have standards. We should have some standards for our teachers, and our teachers should be leading us and guiding us to go in the direction of our standards. I'm going to say it that way because your standards may be different from my standards, but I be doggone. This teacher worship is something that really we need to proceed with caution. As far as the oracle decks, one woman, I really love this term that she came up with. She was talking about this light washing stuff. Now, of course, some of us are saying whitewashing because that's what it is. The Kali that we're used to seeing is black, and she has this red tongue sticking out, multiple arms, all that kind of good stuff. I mean, she looks fierce. Personally, I'm like, I like the way she looks. I need a little bit of some of that in my life, But, and so this new Kali that they created looked nothing like the old Kali, first of all. And secondly, she was a lot lighter than what she typically is. So it's like, okay, Colette is this white chick creating this oracle deck talking about she wants to be inclusive and diverse, but I'm like, you got problems with black skin. I'm sorry. No, 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 boo boo. No. So we got whitewashing going on. And, I'm sure, some people would say, and I haven't seen the deck, but Colette mentioned in some interview something about she made Aphrodite black. We got Oshun and Yemanja for that, and Oya, but whatever, whatever. I mean, to me, this is just an example of some BS. It's like, I don't know. It just seems like malpractice. All because Hay House is like, Colette, you better get an Oracle deck out. So this chick is just pulling from anywhere. Sold her soul to the devil. Just coming up with some mess. Um, and then this other woman is talking about light washing. Kali doesn't want to be depicted as ugly. She wants to be beautiful. Because, of course, Kali, when we think about Kali or Ya, Pele, Sekhmet, these energies represent the dark aspect of the goddess. And so it's like, see, the problem is not enough of us women are dealing with that aspect of ourselves. All right? So, last thing we need is light washing. Let's keep it nice and pretty and beautiful. I mean, we gonna be beautiful and pretty no matter what. I mean, fierce or chill, we look good. No, no. Um, and so I really liked what they talked about with this light washing stuff, and I really do sort of take issue with it. People will say to me, you know what, Tyrone Milade, I like that you shoot straight from the hip. You're gonna tell us exactly what you think. Even if it's tough. And it's because like my mama would say, I would be wrong if I didn't tell you the truth. Even when the truth hurts, even when it's something I really don't want to hear. It's like, if you really love me, would you let me fall by not saying something hard and difficult to me? Like, I don't like it. During when we were in the Saturn phase at the top of the year, I was so serious. Y'all, we got to get it together. Y'all be serious. I don't exactly like coming that way, but I just feel like I would be wrong if I didn't like shoot hard, if that's what I'm being told to do. If it's time to have some fun, I'm ready to have some fun. I'm going to tell y'all to have fun, Let's do this whole thing. But it just made me also think about something that I've been struggling with, because I know I can be verbose and I can go on. And sometimes I look at how long people on average look at my videos, and it's not the not the length of the video, trust me. But I said, I'm sorry. I'm not going to do no shallow BS. To me, that's what a lot of people are saying. Colette, especially this particular Oracle deck, but I can't look at this chick too much. I don't like her energy. I don't vibe her energy. If I didn't know anything about her, I would just turn the channel. I would not look at her. I mean, it's like I get weird vibes from this chick. So they're just talking about this one deck, and that's all I'll focus on. But it's like, and that's what a lot of people are saying with some of these decks. Some of these decks are not meant to go deep. You're not going to go deep. And perhaps you're not going to go deep because you haven't checked the teacher out. I guess I need to really wrap my mind around the use of Oracle decks. I bought the Mayan Oracle based on my godmother's love of her Mayan Oracle deck. The Metunetter was my choice because I was like, I need to be able to divine for myself. And it came with a book that I had to read like 3 or 4 times that has established the foundation of me understanding the paradigm of the universe. I use the Pathways Oracle. I use Meriden Lagoon, which is out of Ifa, and it's like thousands of years old. I mean, it's like there's depth. And so, sometimes I struggle with saying, okay, people so used to these little sound bites, a minute on Instagram. You know, a lot of times people are going to make videos 3 to 5 minutes because that's what people, you know, are used to doing. And I just am on here to let y'all know at some point we need to eat real spiritual food. I mean, if we really want to move and grow, and it takes time for us to sit down and ponder and write and read and have conversations with people and different things like that. And I think it will prevent us from getting caught up in the BS of, you know, organizations like Hay House. I think Hay House is, I get so disappointed with just how this culture will turn anything into a money making venture. I do. People should people be compensated? Yes. I'm clear. I mean, I'm not even trying to act like y'all. If you really want to work with me, you need to go to Patreon. Okay. Um, but because I deserve that. It takes time. It's time away from my family and all that kind of good stuff. And you know, people being able to have some sort of monetary or financial exchange, it'll keep things flowing. I'm not against that. I pay up. I don't ask nobody for free nothing because I know what it's like to be in this kind of work. I'm not trying to do free. No, I will pay you because I value what you do, you know? But it just seems like to me sometimes the people who are the most money hungry and have the most bling bling, they make that money. And the people who are the most humble, I think about my godparents. I even think about my husband. My husband ain't pastor of no big church. It's a little church that probably most people would not have stuck with as long as he's stuck with or whatever. He ain't making no money really at that church. I mean, that is not about making money. That's about doing the work of the Lord. Um, you know, I think about a lot of these amazing astrologers, just people doing spiritual work, Babalaos, Iyanifas, struggling. And they're giving real spiritual food that nourishes people and their lives are different. And Hay House is over here in this okey doke BS crap with this light washing, with this whitewashing. Mike Dooley is his name. Mike Dooley. Mike Dooley is doing the real thing, though. This man has given, given, given. I'm not buying anything of his from Hay House. If he sells it himself, I might well buy it, but I'm not buying nothing from Hay House. I'm done with Hay House. No. If y'all get on Hay House, I'll buy your stuff, all right? But for the most part, I'm done with Hay House because here we have again a jackass teacher who is doing whatever she wants, messing up people's lives. Anjali and several people who went to bat for her, if you listen to her story, these people are devastated by how they have been treated by Colette Barrow Reed. And there's other ones out there acting like this, y'all. This is just not right. So question your teachers. You need to look at their works. You need to look at what they're doing. You need to ask what difference are they making in your life, in the world? You know, I will say there are people in all these spiritual traditions. It doesn't matter what it is, African traditional spirituality, Christianity, everything, Buddhism, everything. Who, oh, they're taking advantage of the situation. I've talked about it before. So it's not just Hay House, but that's who we're talking about today. You should be able to see this. You should not. Oh my God. I just give thanks that Anjali learned a valuable lesson. And this has catapulted her to a point of more security because she had to stand up for Kalima. There was another one, I think, too. I can't remember the other one, but Kalima is the one that set her off. I give thanks that we can learn the lessons, but we don't have to learn the lesson the hard way. You should question these people. Question me. All right? Question me if you want to. And I'm sorry. I'm not giving out crumbs. I'm not making up nothing. I will channel it. I'm not giving out crumbs. I'm not making out anything. So, I can honestly say, please only say you want to work with me for real, if you want to work. Because I'm not doing 3 and 5 minute videos. At some point I may, but I just feel like people are so spiritually starved. This is how we're ending up in this place. We got phonies. Okay, let me not say that. We got people that just, they have no depth or real knowledge. This woman is saying, I don't know anything about this. And then she comes out with a goddess oracle deck. Really? Really? Anyway, we got people just doing the most, making their money. And folks are starved spiritually. No more. No more. This is your goddess guru, Tyra Omilade. Hope that this has helped you. And please remember to like the video, to share the video. You can go to goddessbodymindspirit.com to learn more about what I have to share about the goddess. As well as to go to my spiritual readings page if you like a reading from me, divination. And if you would, in fact, like to work with me, you can go to my inner circle at Patreon. It's Patreon, patreon.com/goddessbodymindspirit. I would love to have you join us. I post courses, 1 course a month, and share weekly wisdom roadmaps. I share monthly wisdom roadmaps, and then there are videos that I make and share there that I don't put anyplace else but there. But again, my goal is to get us out of starvation mode, myself included. Get us out of starvation mode where we are standing strong and spiritually nourished. Love y'all. Peace.